Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome to this lovely Mayas webinar. Dun, dun. Today we're talking about travel. Dun, 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 dun. We are happy to be with you. It's nice to share this time together in these webinars. We invite you always to share whatever you would like. We'd like to hear from you. We are both teachers at Mayas in Bologna Mille. And perhaps we can introduce ourselves. What do you think?
Sounds good.
Cool.
So my name is Jenna. I'm a teacher at Mayes in Bologna. I've lived in Bologna for a total of 3.5 years. And I'm originally from the Bahamas.
But Jenna, where are the Bahamas? Let's go and take a look and see if we can find the Bahamas on the map. Dun, dun, dun. Voila. So we see a map. Basically, this map has where you're from, where I'm from, and where we both live now, no? So maybe I'll introduce myself right quick. So I'm Monique. Oh, I'm from somewhere on this map. I have lived in Bologna for 2 years now, and I love Bologna. It's a delightful city. I'm very happy to live here. And I also teach at Bologna Mille. And I really, really like my unicorn pen. Some of you who study in Bologna may recognize it because I use it often with teaching. It's very friendly, very nice. And this unicorn pen is from Bologna, from the center of Bologna. So lovely. So that's your first time seeing it? Yeah, I have two now. One of them, this one actually doesn't write anymore, but the one at school, I left it in my little cubby hole thing, does write. So I use it a lot and it's friendly, you know, it's like, it kind of makes it easier. It kind of breaks the ice. People kind of relax and then kind of converse more and stuff. So let's see here. So do you remember where I'm from? Jenna?
Yes.
Yeah.
or the group. San Francisco.
San Francisco, no. I'm from near San Francisco. So let's first go in. Okay. So yes, I am from the state of California. That is correct. Right? But not San Francisco. So I invite you to guess, and or anyone who's watching, where am I from? What are other cities in California I could be from?
San Diego.
No, close, but no cigars. San Diego, lovely place, right near the border with Tijuana, right?
Los Angeles?
Voila, yes, I am from Los Angeles, indeed. Very big city. This is Catalina Island. My friend just the other day went to Matador Beach, which is right around here, Malibu Beach and stuff. Yeah, so that's where I'm from, Los Angeles.
Nice.
Good. If anyone's joining us, we'd love to know, where are you from? And do you like to travel and why? So me, I'm from Los Angeles. And Jenna, where did you say you were from?
The Bahamas.
So I see a large red dot. Is that the correct location?
It is.
All right, let's go zooming in. So as we're zooming in, can you tell us a little bit about the Bahamas?
Yeah, it's okay. So it's an independent English-speaking country, right between Florida and Cuba.
Okay, so yeah, we have Florida, Cuba.
And there are about 390,000 people living in the Bahamas. Maybe a little less than that, yeah.
Cool, 390,000. And you're Bahamian, right?
Exactly. The adjective is Bahamian.
Yeah. Is it spelled Bahaman?
I-A-N.
Okay. A person from the Bahamas. So, a Bahamian from the Bahamas. Okay. We have Luca joining us. Hi, Luca. Hello, girls. How are you?
Hi,
I'm Luca. I'm from Novara near Milan. Fantastic. So we could even find Novara. Luca, first we're looking up where Jenna is from. She is from Freeport. So if we go in, anything else you can share with us?
About the Bahamas, okay, we've got beautiful beaches. The weather is between 20 and 30 degrees all year round.
Wow.
else could I share
So
about
you
my
have, so the big
country?
cities close by are then Miami and Havana, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Florida
so
and
cool. So if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask about the Bahamas. So Luca is from Novara. Should we look for Novara? Let's see
yeah.
here, Novara. I'm not exactly sure where it is. And Luca, if you would like to tell us something about Novara, that would be great. Here is Novara. How interesting.
Hmm.
Let's see here. So, wow,
Just outside of Milan.
very cool. How interesting. Well, hello, Luca. I guess Luca's in Novara now. I see we have another comment by Sarah. Hi, Sarah. Welcome.
Mm.
Would you like to read her?
Yeah, Sarah says, hi guys, I'm Abruzzese, but now I live in Bologna for 7 years. Okay, great. I love traveling and taking lots of photos.
Good. Okay, very nice. Traveling, good, because that is the topic for today. So I have lived in Bologna for 7 years. So this would be a time in which you would use the present perfect because Sara, I imagine you still live in Bologna, right? So I have lived in Bologna for 7 years, but that's fantastic. We both also live in Bologna, beautiful place. Let's scroll out here. We'll go back to getting a view of the world. Okay, lovely. So let's see here. We have, thank you for sharing, Sara, lovely. Valentina, hi teachers. Hi Valentina, I'm from Bologna. I absolutely love traveling. For me, it is relaxing and I like discovering new places and different cultures. Awesome. So remember your subject. It is relaxing. Yeah, awesome. Okay, we have Luca from Novara. Can you read Luca from Novara?
Yeah, Luca says, I love traveling very much because I like visiting new cities, tasting new food, and learning about other cultures.
Cool. Me
Perfect.
too. What is the Bahamian culture like?
Oh, it's difficult to explain. I mean, okay, so we were a British colony, so we had that influence as well. But yeah, being Caribbean people, maybe you can say we're quite well, depends on from person to person, but quite outgoing, warm people.
Nice. Very cool. And I'm from Los Angeles, and I would say the culture there, well, we're a little bit neurotic, although now everyone's home, so it's very interesting. There's pictures of the freeway, right? So in Los Angeles, the highway is free, so it's called the freeway. And there's pictures of the freeway with no cars. And mind you, this is freeway with 6 lanes going and coming, so it's amazing. But no, and I would say generally interested in other people. Like it's kind of, yeah, interesting. Wow, it is relaxing. Okay, good. So, do you like to travel and why? Share with us. Share with us if you like to travel and why you like to travel. So, you, Jenna, do you like to travel?
I love traveling. I like traveling because, as a few students have already said, it's a way of getting to visit other parts of the world, try new food. I like
Tamales.
sightseeing.
You like what? Sightseeing. Yeah. Do you have tamales in the Bahamas?
It's actually not so common. No, we've got other like peppers and
Do you
sweet.
eat like rice and beans and like Jamaican jerk chicken, that kind of stuff?
Rice and beans we do have. Yeah, and other Bahamian delights.
My friend, my old roommate got really into like Caribbean cooking. So she would do a lot of like citrus mixed with vegetables, like oranges mixed with rice. Like it was really cool. And we were living together at the time, so it was really nice for me because she kept experimenting in the kitchen.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things about traveling to other countries for new food.
Cool.
Okay, Luca says Nevada is a city near Milan. It takes 40 minutes by train. It is famous for rice fields, gorgonzola, and lots of mosquitoes.
That's really funny, Luca. Yeah, mosquitoes. Remember mosquitoes? That's one nice thing right now is that there aren't mosquitoes out and about, right? If we want, there's some nice things. Okay, that's great. Thanks for sharing, Luca. And me, I also love to travel. I love to travel. It's definitely, I feel it really opens my mind, opens my perspective to the world, makes me more understanding, makes me a better person. It's kind of like seeing other realities increases my respect for our diversity, right? So,
Oh, definitely.
yeah, fabulous. So let's take a look at what our lovely focus for the day is. Dun, dun. Jenna, can you read?
Yes. Focus activity 6 to 7, describing a holiday.
Oh, yes. Raisa, hello and welcome. Nice to see you. I really like traveling because I love to visit new places and museums. And yeah, me too. Yeah, it's so interesting too. Like I would imagine, I love languages. I imagine you, Jenna, and all the students watching love languages. Isn't it so interesting to go to a different country or a different city and you hear a different language spoken? I find it so fascinating, right? It's just
Mm-hmm.
so beautiful. And some maybe languages I can understand, others I cannot. I find it really fascinating the way we
Mm.
communicate, you know? Also, what clothes people wear, the colors people wear, right? I've never been to India, but I can imagine the colors there, for example. No,
Oh, yeah.
dresses very brightly. I think it's so stimulating, you know?
Mm. Be interesting to go to, what is it called? Holly,
Oh,
where they
yeah,
have,
absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah, the Holi Festival. Yeah, HOLI. That would be cool. So let's see, what have we got in today's focus? Jenna.
Yeah. So in this focus activity, describing your holidays using past simple and present perfect for previous holidays, using present continuous and going to for future plans.
Yes, and you mentioned San Francisco earlier, which is not where I'm from. However, that picture looks like it's the trolley in San
Okay.
Francisco. I'm not sure if anyone watching has been to San Francisco. It's delightful. I was there actually 3 or 4 years ago to play a show, which was fun with some friends. We played in Chinatown. So there's a huge like Asian community in San Francisco. It's really cool. It's a really lovely city. I don't
Hmm,
know it well, but I've been there a couple of times. It's the same state I'm from. So
nice. I'd
yeah.
like to visit one day.
Yeah, no, me too. And speaking of the West Coast, this to me looks like either Utah. It looks to me like Bryce Canyon. Have
Okay.
you been to the West Coast of the US?
I've been to Los Angeles,
Hey,
so I've
how
been
cool
to
my
Los Angeles,
city.
yeah,
That's
but
awesome.
not much else.
Yeah, there's a lot of deserts and a lot of nature, places like this. It's just gorgeous. I love the desert. It's a place I really like, but can you read through, Jenna?
Yeah, so my favorite holiday. What's your favorite type of holiday and why? So remember, holiday is what British people call it, and Americans call it vacation.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, exactly. So we see a list of different types of holidays, which we'll read through, and then we want you to share what is your favorite type of holiday and why. So I'll read through the list first. This one is a bit hard to pronounce, but it's sightseeing, 3 syllables, sightseeing. So try it at home also, sightseeing, right? This is seeing monuments, seeing the Piazza Maggiore, seeing things in a city. You go and you visit different sites. So sightseeing, beach, mountain, cruise, and watch out because the I is silent, cruise, adventure, spa break, long weekend, and backpacking. Jenna, would you like to read the list as well? So you can hear now a different, maybe different approach to reading it.
So sightseeing, beach, mountain, cruise, adventure, spa break, long weekend, and backpacking.
Yes.
Um,
Go ahead.
no, Monique, what's your favorite type of holiday and
Good
why?
question. Just one comment. To remember the pronunciation of Cruise, well, it might not help, but just so you know, in English, his name is Tom Cruise. Okay, Cruise. It rhymes with booze, foos, trues, do's. Okay. My favorite type of holiday, I would say, is spa break right now. Just
Mm.
because my friend visited me recently from Los Angeles about 3 months ago, and we went to the spa here in Bologna, and it was actually quite relaxing and
Mm.
nice. And yeah, it's really close to the city center. So I would say right now that would be my favorite type of holiday because it's accessible. It's a little
Mhm.
bit easier to do than maybe some other types of holidays,
Yeah.
and because it's relaxing. And lately
Oh,
I really, really like to relax.
hmm.
It's kind of a busy time, I think, not only right now, but in general, just where our society is very complex and there's a lot happening all the time.
Mhm.
So I like to relax. What about you, Jenna? What's your favorite type of holiday and why?
My favorite type of holiday would have to be sightseeing holidays.
Mm,
um,
nice. And why?
I don't know. I think being from the Bahamas, where people tend to come to the Bahamas to just sort of relax on the beach, not do much. But for me, it's really important to go sightseeing within a city to learn more about that city's culture, history.
Because you're saying and people that visit the Bahamas don't so much go to the sites, they go more to the beach.
Exactly. Or they do water sports activities. So I
So
miss
kind of,
that.
yeah, the opposite. Like I'm from a city that's really insane with sites everywhere, sites. People go crazy and come and maps of the stars and then for me, I just like to want to just relax because
Yeah,
Los Angeles is not a relaxing city. It's anything
I can
but.
imagine.
Yeah. So let's see. Lucas says, my favorite type of holiday is a beach holiday because I really like sunbathing. Good vocabulary, sunbathing. Yeah. And swimming and drinking some fresh drinks. Brilliant.
Nice.
That's great, Luca.
Mhm.
And he's asking the meaning of backpacking. Good question. So a backpack is what you wear on your back, right? That's a backpack. Backpacking would be often traveling on a budget, right? Maybe staying in youth hostels. Oh, for example, maybe does anyone remember the Eurail? Maybe it still exists, but I went backpacking in 2006 and I bought a Eurail pass, meaning you can take the train. Let's say you have 2 weeks time and you take the train wherever you want to go and it's all included in the same price. How would you describe backpacking?
Yeah, that's a good description. As Monique was saying, a backpacking trip is more economic. Um, Again, yeah, you tend to stay in low cost accommodation like hostels. And it could be the type of holiday where you're visiting many different places in a short period of time. It's
Yeah.
the opposite of a luxury holiday.
Exactly. Often you'll have someone with their backpack and their sleeping bag and a very big backpack, right? And actually, these type of like this, if you do that type of travel, you are a backpacker. A backpacker. That would be the noun, backpacker. Okay. Lovely. Hope that's clear, Luca. Let's see what Valentina is saying.
Valentina says, my favorite type of holiday are sightseeing and beach holidays. Yes.
Okay, good. So my favorite types with an S, types of holiday.
Mhm.
Okay, fantastic. Good. All right, lovely. If there's any questions, remember you can always write them in, questions or comments or anything, but we shall indeed move forward. So 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! All right, Jenna,
True
can you
or
read?
false? True or false? Find out about your classmates, or you can ask us.
Yes.
Are the questions true or false? Present perfect example. Have you ever been to France? Have you ever? So remember, after have you ever, you need the past participle. Words like been, seen, gone, done. Ask us any question you might have.
Yeah. Have you ever plus past participle? Exactly. So put that up there. We have a couple more people sharing. Lovely. Raisa says, my favorite type of holiday is sightseeing because I can visit monuments in the historic center, okay, in the new city. For me, sightseeing is very interesting and enjoyable. That's fantastic. Remember, I can visit without to. I can visit. Okay, fantastic, Raisa. That's lovely. Can you read Sarah's?
Yeah, Sarah says, I like sightseeing holidays in winter or spring or in autumn, but I absolutely love beach holidays. I come from Abruzzo and I grew up with the sea.
Wow, fantastic. Spelling of absolutely, right? Absolutelli with an E.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you both for sharing. Oh, good. Lucas said, thanks. It is our pleasure. Much obliged. So here we want you to ask us questions. So find out about your teachers for this webinar. So ask us questions, which could be, have you ever been to France, or have you ever eaten sushi? Have you ever jumped over a cow? I don't know. Okay, can you? What?
If you
What?
had, I'd be very impressed.
I would be impressed too. I have never jumped over a cow. I don't think I could. I could try, but no. I don't often see cows actually. So let's ask. In the meantime, that you're planning and asking us, we can ask each other, or we can ask Jenna. Have you ever been to London?
Yes, I've been to London a few times. In England, I've been to London, and I've been to York because I had a friend studying in York, very beautiful medieval city. And I've also been to Bournemouth in the south of England.
Wow, how cool. Let's see here. Valentina says, have you ever been to a concert? Very good question. Valentina, yes. I've been to many, many concerts, and I've played many concerts, and I've probably played more concerts than I've been to because I'm a musician. So that's an excellent question. Have you ever been to a concert? Good. Awesome. All right. Let's see here. Ooh. Jenna, have you ever eaten Indian food?
Yes, I have. I love Indian food. It's one of my favorite cuisines.
Do you have Indian food in the Bahamas?
It's difficult to find. There are some restaurants that do like offer a mix of cuisines that might also offer like an Indian curry, but it's not like we have Indian restaurants there.
Yeah.
No.
I love Indian food. I haven't eaten it in a long time though. I ordered it like 3 months ago, but
the quarantine.
But I do love Indian spices. What was that?
We should go someday in the future.
Seriously, yeah. I love Indian spices though so much. I do have garam masala here, which is an Indian spice. But yeah. Sara is asking, have you ever eaten arrosticini? Yes, I have, Sara. Have you, Jenna, eaten arrosticini?
No, never.
They're nice. They're I think it's sheep. I don't really eat meat anymore, but I used to eat meat, and it's like sheep, little pieces of meat on a stick. So that's the main thing. And it's very popular in Abruzzo. It's amazing though. It's like, yeah. Okay, fabulous questions. Yeah, that's great, everyone. Very good usage of the present perfect. Great. So let's see. Jenna, have you ever gone surfing?
No, I haven't. But when I was living in Gran Canaria, I really wanted to learn, but I just couldn't find someone to go with me. I didn't want to do it.
You couldn't find a teacher.
No, I wanted like another friend that was interested.
And nobody wanted to?
No, I
would have gone with you.
You would have gone? Okay.
Absolutely.
Find an opportunity to go surfing.
Yeah. There's a thing called, I put it in the notes, Surf Diva, because I really wanted to go surfing too, growing up in Los Angeles. And I had a friend, and she also really wanted to go surfing. So there's something called Surf Diva, which is like a surf school, and it's based in La Jolla, which is between Los Angeles and San Diego. So we went one summer to like surf classes. It was so cool. I wasn't very good, but it was really fun. So
I hear it's difficult.
It's really hard. It's hard with the upper arms, right? Because you have to push yourself up. But I've been trying to do push-ups lately to improve my upper arm strength. So
yeah, good.
Yeah. So fantastic questions, everyone. All right. Excellent. Let us move forward. 3, 2, 1. Ta-da. Okay. Past holidays. So our first question is, when was your last holiday? So please share with us. Now notice we're talking about the past, so we're going to use the past simple here. When was your last holiday? Jenna, when was your last holiday?
My last holiday was when we went to Sicily. When we went to Palermo for a couple of days with the school. It was awesome.
It was awesome. I have a postcard. I don't know if we have any Sicilians with us today, but I have a postcard from Sicily. I don't know if Palermo is even on this postcard. I don't think so. Oh, yeah, it is. You can see, can you see it a little bit?
Yeah, you can.
The cathedral? Nice. We have Sarah's asking, have you ever visited San Petronio's Basilica? Have you ever visited San Petronio?
No, have you?
I don't remember. I never remember which one it is. Is San Petronio the one in Piazza Maggiore? Anyway, Sarah, maybe. I don't remember. And I would say my last holiday was after Palermo. I went on a yoga retreat in Piacenza area. It was in the countryside, but that was like a holiday. It was very relaxing. It was actually, it was really intense. It was relaxing, but also very physically demanding. But it was cool. We talked about yoga philosophy. It was really nice. Okay, she says yes. Then yes. I visited San Petronio one time with a friend that was visiting from somewhere else. I can't remember which friend, but yeah, cool. So everyone, we want to know where or when was your last holiday? Okay, when was your last holiday? And as you're answering, Luca says, go ahead.
Sorry. My last holiday was in, we say Greece. Greek is the nationality, Greece. I went to Rhodes, is that right? Last year.
Yes, that is right. Yeah. Rhodes. That's where my great-grandfather was born. Adjective, person. Greek.
So we've got two Greeks at the school.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say I'm Greek, but yes, part of my origin is, from Rhodes, which at the time was the Ottoman Empire. But so Greek is an adjective, so for a person, a Greek person. Greece is the noun, so the country is Greece. Athens is the capital of Greece. That's really cool though, Luca. That sounds really beautiful.
Yeah, Greece is beautiful.
Yeah. Sara says, I went to Valencia 2 months ago with one of my friends. Da, da. I went to Valencia last November. It's beautiful. Yeah. Awesome.
I've never been.
Thank you, Luca. Yeah, I would recommend it. It's really lovely. It's a lovely, it's a lovely Spanish city.
Yeah.
Yeah. Raisa.
Raisa says, my last holiday was in Germany last month. I was with my family in Munich. Very clean and beautiful city.
Nice. That's awesome. I don't really know know Munich so much, but fabulous. Okay, thank you everyone for sharing. So let's look at some specific questions, right? So these questions are all using the past tense, and we'll read through the questions and we would like for you to answer the questions. So tell us about your trips, about Valencia, about Rhodes, about Munich. Jenna, would you like to, let's go one and one. You read one, I'll read one.
Okay, I'll read the next. What was it like?
Yeah, exactly. What was it like? So remember that in this sentence, in this question, like is not the verb. The verb is to be. So what was it like? It was generally the answer to that question. We say, what was it like? The answer is often an adjective. It was adjective. So the question when we say, what was it like, is really like, describe it. So what was it like? It was fantastic, for example. Okay.
It was hot. It was
hot. Yeah, it was cool. How did you get there?
Yeah, so did you go by bus, by plane, train? What did you do there?
Did you ski? Did you surf? Did you eat sushi? Did you run around? Did you dance? Right? What did you enjoy most about it, right? What did you enjoy most about it? What were your favorite parts of the trip?
Mhm. And
And the
which
last
has
one?
been your favorite holiday? So, of all the holidays you've experienced, which did you like the most?
Exactly. Okay, Luca is saying it was fantastic. Good. What was it like? It was fantastic. Excellent.
Mhm.
I liked Greek food and I tried a Greek drink. The name is ouzo, of course.
Ooh.
A strong Greek drink. Good. Um, Remember, Luca, if you use the past tense, that means it's finished. So if you say, I liked Greek food, that means you do not like Greek food anymore. So you might say, I liked the food, or I like Greek food. But yeah, I also really, really like Greek food. Jenna, do you like Greek food?
I love Greek food, yes.
My grandmother used to make dolma, which is grape
Mm,
leaves. I love
yeah,
those. Love them. Yeah.
really good.
So fantastic. So Luca answered a couple of the questions. Everyone, tell us more about your past holidays. What was your past holiday like? Your last holiday?
So my last holiday was a lot of fun. The trip that we took to Palermo with the MyS group was really nice because um, the weather was really good
It's
considering that it was
beautiful.
Christmas time. We got there by plane. We took a direct flight from Bologna to Palermo. And while we were there, we did a lot of sightseeing.
I
Uh,
remember.
yeah. What did we enjoy most about? What did I enjoy most about it? Just the opportunity to connect with my colleagues, experience the beautiful city of Palermo. It was my first time in Sicily.
Nice.
Um, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. That's cool. It's interesting to have a shared holiday, right? It's uncommon, but yeah. And I would say my last holiday was in the countryside. It was intense. How did I get there? Well, I got there, I took a train and then a car pick, then like we had someone pick us up from the yoga retreat place.
Mhm.
And then I got back home with my car. Someone gave me a ride that was participating in the yoga retreat. What did I do there? I did a lot of yoga. We did about 6 hours a day. So there was a mix of doing the physical part of yoga and then doing like yoga philosophy,
Hmm.
kind of the back story of yoga, which was really interesting. And we ate really well. It was really yummy. It was prepared in this house. Like it's basically someone who lives in this beautiful home that's all like organically created. Like it's
Hmm.
all organic materials that's made used to
Nice.
make this place. And it was so beautiful, though. Really nice. What did I enjoy most about it? I probably really enjoyed being a little less connected to the phone and to social
Hmm.
media. I really enjoyed that. It was very
Yeah.
peaceful and rejuvenating.
Mhm.
And yeah, which has been my favorite holiday? That's a difficult question. So, how about you all? Can you share some more things about your
Yeah.
last holiday? What was it like? Did you like it? How did you get there?
Mhm.
What did you do there? Let's see, we have Raisa who went to Munich. Raisa, what did you do there? We
Hmm.
have Sara who went to Valencia. We can show Valencia here. There's a really neat part of Valencia, which is this here, which is by Calatrava, the architect. And Calatrava is from Valencia. And he created this city of arts and sciences. It's really cool. I recommend visiting it. If you go, there's all these like pools that create
Hmm.
the reflection. They're like reflective
Okay.
pools, and at night it's all lit up with colors. It's really
Oh, nice.
beautiful. Yeah. Okay. In fact, speaking about Valencia, would you like to read Sara's comment?
Yeah. So, Sarah says, I went to Valencia by plane and I stayed there 3 days with my friend. Good. Valencia was beautiful and hotter than Bologna, I can imagine. We visited oceanographic A lot of museum. There were a lot of museums. Okay,
There are
perfect.
a lot of monuments. Yeah. No, that's awesome.
Sorry,
Very
there were a
cool.
lot of monuments.
Yeah. And she says,
Mhm. But my
wow.
favorite holiday was my traveling to Tenerife. I love that island.
You've been
My
to Tenerife, right?
I actually haven't. I know it's a little sad. I lived in Gran Canaria for a year and a half, and that was the only island in the Canary Islands that I saw.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Wow. Was
next
it
time.
nice living on an island, being from an island? Was that like very familiar to you or comfortable?
Yeah, honestly, I wasn't so attracted to the idea at first, but
Mhm.
I realized how much I actually missed being near the beach, being near the sea. For me, that
Yeah.
was the best thing about it, and the weather as
Yeah.
well.
Did you swim a lot there? Like, did you spend a lot of time in the water? Or?
Not a lot because it's a lot colder than I'm used to in the Bahamas. I'm used
Sure.
to very warm water, but yeah, in the summer months, a lot more
Hmm.
frequently.
Cool. We have Luca who says, I got there by airplane, then I rented a motorcycle, so it was amazing. Luca, that's so cool. Wow. I visited the city and then I went to Faliraki, which is near Rhodes. It looks like Ibiza or Riccione.
Hmm.
Wow. Luca, that's awesome. I went to Rhodes once as well. I went on a like a boat from Brindisi, so from Italy to Israel. It was 3 days and it stopped in Rhodes. I think Limassol, which I believe is the capital, and then I visited Rhodes for this one day. It was cool to see where my great grandfather was from, though. I
Hmm.
mean, there's not really any more of it. Well, okay, there's a small Jewish community, but at the time, we're talking about the late 1800s, there was a huge Jewish community. Um, so it was very different when my grandfather lived there. He basically, well, he left by choice, but still then came World War II. And so the Jewish community was decimated, basically.
Hmm.
And so there's a very, very small Jewish community now. So it's not really anything like what it was when my great grandfather lived there, which is pretty much the same for each generation.
Hmm.
Almost each generation, having being of Jewish origin, like almost each generation, places get very, very changed, if not destroyed. So the whole city really changes. But okay, fantastic job, everyone.
Hmm.
Shall we move forward? What do you think? 3, 2, all right.
Wow, perfect. You've got a
Yes,
bell.
exactly. So our holiday top 3,
Hmm.
or even top 1, we want you to tell
Yeah,
us out of these, which factor is the most important to you when choosing a holiday? Jenna, would you like to read through the
yeah.
list?
The beach and sea, hotel or accommodation, traveling companions, the food, experiencing new cultures, landscape and nature, nightlife, activities and sightseeing, safety, or the climate, which is the most important factor for you
I'll
and
Yeah, I'll chime in right away. I would say traveling companions. That makes such a big difference. I think that's the most
mm,
important factor because if you're traveling with someone and arguing, I remember with my ex in New York one time, we both were musicians, studied music, and we wanted to go to the Blue Note, which is like a
mhm.
famous jazz club in New York. But we argued and ended up not going, and it was
Oh
just so
no.
sad. I mean, he's not a bad traveling companion. It was just at that time we were
Mm,
not getting along so well. It was so
yeah,
sad though, because then, I mean, I ended up then living in New York for 2 years, so I had a lot of opportunities, but that was like 20 years later. So that was a bit unfortunate. I would say for me, that's the top factor is
yeah,
traveling companions.
that's a good
What about,
point.
yeah, what about you?
For me, hmm. It's difficult having to choose between experiencing new cultures and activities plus sightseeing. I think I would put activities plus sightseeing at the top.
Hmm.
It's a tie between
Yeah.
the two.
I mean, honestly, probably the most important factor when I choose a holiday is budget, but that's a little
Hmm,
bit, that's
that
just
too.
very practical.
Yes.
What about all of you? Which of these factors is the most important? And are they all clear? I would imagine that they're all clear, no? Landscape would be like the scenery, right? Landscape would be the surrounding nature. When I went to this yoga retreat, the location was so beautiful. I felt really fortunate. It was in the middle of nowhere, kind of, right? It was really all you could see like one house in the distance, but it was just very, very peaceful. It was really nice, a nice surprise because I didn't know beforehand. I had never been there. Kind of, let's see what Sada says.
Sada says the beach and the sea for number 1, landscape and nature, activities and sightseeing. Okay, either.
Okay.
And number 3, traveling companions.
Nice.
I can definitely see that.
Interesting. The beach and the sea. I don't go very often to the beach or to the sea. I mean, we live in Bologna, so the beach is not very close, right? But even in Los Angeles, I'd never been one to really go often to the beach, even though I really love the power of like the water in general, like water goddess, like Yemansha, like this kind of force of nature is so powerful, but I don't often go. Do you often go to the beach?
When I go home, more often than when I used to live there.
Really?
Yeah, because when you grow up somewhere, you take certain things for granted. I'm sure you can think of.
Sure.
When you go to Los Angeles, I'm sure there's some things that tourists marvel at, but as someone from that city,
yeah, you get used to it, right? It's yeah. For example, the batting cages I miss.
The what?
Batting cages. Here, I'll write it here.
Okay.
The batting cages are where you practice your batting for baseball or softball. Okay. Yeah, because I used to play softball for 5 years as a kid. And so it's the place where you go and you stand with the bat, and then there's the balls that come out 1, 2, 3, and then you practice batting. And that's something very common in Los Angeles, and I've never seen it here. So it's something I miss. Probably not something tourists go to per se, but that's something I really like. Lucas says, but I think the budget is also important. Yeah. I mean, sometimes we're just limited because things cost a lot sometimes, especially traveling farther, right? Oh, had we already seen Lucas? No, he says 1, hotel. Okay. 2, landscape and nature. 3, activities and sightseeing. Okay, fantastic. Good. So let's move forward while we still have the chance. 3, 2, let me do our ding, and 1. All right. Dream holiday destination. Dream holiday. Jenna, do you prefer this slide or the next one? You choose. We can have a dream holiday or I'm going to. Good with this one?
Yeah.
Okay. I can think of a dream holiday for me, but go ahead, Jenna.
So where is your dream holiday destination?
Where is mine? So I would say my dream destination would be one of 2 places, Sudan or Iran. I'm just really fascinated by both of these places. I can think about location. Let's say Iran. I'm really interested in Yazd. It's Yazd, Yazd, Iran. This is a place I would like to visit. Because there's this Zoroastrian fire that has been burning for like millennia, and it sounds really interesting to me. Accommodation, hopefully with friends. Food and drink. I have had Iranian friends who've cooked, like we've had meals together. So a lot of rice, a lot of saffron. The climate, I think warm. Activities, whatever they say, because I don't know. And companions, Iran is a place I would like to go with someone else. The same with Sudan, because they're countries that are not such popular tourist destinations. We have Raisa responding to the last one. Can you read hers, Jenna?
Yeah, she says, for number 1, experiencing new cultures. 2, activities and sightseeing. 3, climate.
Yeah, was climate on there? Oh yeah, the climate, sure. Yeah, exactly. We want warm weather. At least for me. I don't know. Some people prefer the cold, but I prefer warm weather.
Hmm.
And so what about you, Jenna? Where is your dream holiday destination?
Um, my dream holiday destination would be to Costa Rica. Have you ever
Ooh,
been?
yes, I lived in Costa
Yeah.
Rica for 3 months and 1 week.
Oh, lovely.
I love Costa Rica. That is such a beautiful tropical place to visit. It's
Mm.
amazing.
Yeah, one of the main reasons I want to visit is because I know it's so diverse. Like it would be interesting to try a bit of like adventure tourism. Uh,
Absolutely.
hmm,
Yeah. Can
mhm.
you think about any of these other factors as you're
Yeah,
one?
the fact that it's warm,
Yes.
the fact that you can do well activities. There are lots of like adventure sports you could do.
Mhm.
Um, Food and drink. I'm sure the food is really good.
Yeah. What is it? There's a typical dish that I can't remember right now. If it comes to me, I'll share it. But
And the
uh,
coffee too, right?
oh yeah,
Coffee
absolutely.
is really
Yeah.
famous.
Oh, gallo pinto. That's what you have in which means the painted chicken is the typical dish, which is like rice, beans, and coconut
Mm,
milk. Gallo pinto. It's so
that
good.
sounds good.
Yeah. Lucas says, my dream destination would be Thailand and Japan. I have always wanted to go there. Great. Excellent grammar too, Luca. Fantastic.
Mhm.
I would also like to go to Thailand. I've been to Japan many years ago. What is Sarah saying?
Sarah says, I'd like to visit Morocco because I like its blue and colorful cities and I would see the desert. Hmm.
Okay. One thing, Morocco in English is spelled with an O, not an A. It's funny how in Italian it's with an A, in English it's with an O. But so that's one thing. Also, I'd like to visit Morocco because it is blue or because I like that it's blue. In
Hmm.
colorful cities, I would see the desert. Yeah, the desert. I would love to see the desert in
Yeah,
Morocco. Would you like to visit Morocco?
I would. Yeah, I was so close at one point, but just never got the chance to in the end.
Yeah, my friend visited Morocco. She went to near the Sahara Desert last September, October. So cool. She loved it too. I would love to go there. Yeah.
Mhm.
Raisa says, my dream destination would be New York. Very nice. I love beautiful buildings. And I think she also said, I love skyscrapers. I really like skyscrapers. One thing to notice that New York is the state, is a state. So it's a very large state. So if you only say New York, that could be the entire state. Whereas NYC or New York City is the specific city, right? Just to be aware of, because there are skyscrapers in New York City, but there are not skyscrapers in the entire state of New York. In fact, most of the state of New York is beautiful nature. There's a lot of rivers, there's a lot of nature, like it's a
Hmm.
lot of forests, like a lot of trees and a lot of. My friend moved out of the city. He lived in Brooklyn and he moved out of the city into like the Hudson River Valley. And he wrote me yesterday to say hello. But
Oh,
yeah, really nice. Okay, fantastic. So, can you share anything else about your dream holiday destination? Anything else about why Morocco? Why Thailand? Why Japan? Why New York? I definitely recommend New York. Have you been to New York?
no, I've never been.
Would you like to visit?
I would. Yeah, I like big cities.
Hmm. And I
Yeah.
would love to visit. I was looking before we started this webinar, I was looking at pictures of the Bahamas and of Freeport. It's like such crystal blue water, no?
Yeah, no, that's definitely one of the best aspects of my country.
Yeah. No, I would love to visit your country. Yeah. Yeah, it looks beautiful. Cool. All right, everyone. Well, we're nearing the end of our webinar. We want to remind you, you can always go to the MyS SOS Facebook group, which is active 24. Give comments or ask questions, or you want to keep brushing up your English, because it's a good time to be practicing, to be listening to a lot of things in English, to be doing our webinars. We are very happy to have spent this time with you. We thank you. It's been really delightful talking about dream holidays. It seems like a distant future, but we know holidays will return. So thank you to everyone. Thank you, Jenna. It's been delightful. And in 10 minutes, there will be another lovely webinar. So keep positive. Have a wonderful lunch. And we will see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Cheers.
See you next time.